This here is the base you'll find in box number 1. You'll notice that 2 bolts are in already and 2 bolts are out. When you open box 2 and find the stand, you'll arrange it so that the bolts that are already in the base slide into the keyhole slots, and then you'll secure everything with the extra bolts and tighten everything with a 19 millimeter ratchet. Here you can see all the bolts tightened up, and the right angle USB B is connected to the hub. Next, we'll mount the keyboard tray. If you take the keyboard arm, slide the tray in like so, you'll be able to tighten and secure the tray in place with a 1/8 inch Allen wrench, as shown here. The well on the bottom of the glass board will fit a thumb screw on the back of the base here, very loosely, so you can slide the thing around. In box 3, you'll find very large thumb screws, thumb nuts, and the rest of the apparatus to put together the canopy. That assembly is being demonstrated here with one thumb screw in the back of the stand. The bracket is forked into position and then secured using the rest of the thumb screws. Next, the canopy will be placed on the bracket with the threaded dowels at the bottom sticking through the slotted holes in the bracket, and then they will be secured with the thumb nuts provided, the ones I mentioned earlier. Remove 2 of the thumb screws on the glass board and mount the glass board into position with the gray dot facing down, and then reapply the thumb screws to lock the glass into position on the board. Next, we'll be mounting the computer to the monitor. You'll begin by connecting the power T junction to the monitor, and then the HDMI cable to the monitor. Next, we'll slot the apparatus, or the bracket, onto the back of the monitor, and we'll tighten it with 7mm nuts. So make sure you have a wrench that'll do that. Next, we'll mount the computer and bracket to the computer arm using the same threaded dowels that we used to mount the bracket. We'll mount them to the arm. We'll be using the 7mm nuts again to sort of fasten this to the arm here. You can see we're just sort of loosely putting them on and then using a ratchet to tighten them, fasten it the rest of the way. The power supply cable from the stand goes into the T-junction behind the bracket now. The cables marked camera and control box go on the right side of the computer as you're facing it, and the right angle USB 2 plug from the hub will go in the left side of the computer as you're facing it. Your keyboard and mouse can be plugged into whichever port on the USB hub that you prefer. the hub is powered, must be turned on, and an AC adapter is provided. It must be plugged into the wall. Finally, there's a power supply cable that will plug into the stand, powers the whole rig, so that's super important too. Next, you'll get your color boards and you'll put them in the color board tray as shown here. And finally, you'll get your big blue board and slide it underneath the base itself. Thank you, and have a wonderful day. Hope this helps.